Okay, I wanted to do a video on these Warings. Been seeing like all kinds of trouble with these things in the last few years and keep meaning to do one and haven't done one. But here's an aftermarket one right here. And I mean, if you look at it, it looks fine, right? But here's the problem with it. You put your impeller in it and it is ridiculously loose. I mean, look how much that thing moves around in there. So this is going to be, this is going to be a lot of cavitation. That's a pretty big gap right there. You know, right out of the gate. No wear at it at all. And so this customer brought it here and he wants us to assemble it because he's having trouble with it. He's not sure what's wrong with it. So, but here's a wear ring now from SBT. Notice how much the difference is it fits. Look at it, doesn't move around. It's like a really good fit. Now, for me, I like this wear ring better. I mean, this one's just pure garbage, and there's plenty of other, like an orange nylon one I've seen, and white, or not a white ones. I've seen orange ones, yellow ones, and these blue ones, and black ones, and they're all garbage. They're all like this one. They're way too loose. They're not the correct millimeters. So this one, SBT's got this one fitting properly, you know, which makes it go really good. And if it does, you know, scratch on the side of the nylon pump here, it will, you know, just peel it off of there and won't destroy the whole wear ring like you find in like a Sea-Doo. When one of theirs goes bad, because they have that rubber coating on it inside, it'll like rip the whole coating out and it's just shot. Whereas, and it needs to be replaced. But they do fit right, but they do have that problem. If they catch anything, they will just, you know, pitch it, you know, just rip it all to shreds. But here's the thing on this one, what I find is that this friggin' is a tiny bit. I'm not, you know, all praise to SBT either, because what I see is that this one is a tiny bit too skinny. It needs to be a little bit taller. Like, you know, not much. Like, you know, we usually put very thin washers on these, on you know, on the studs before we put the pump in, because if you don't, and you tighten the pump in with this one, because it's too skinny, the pump pulls in too far, puts too much pressure on the drive shaft, and it binds up the friggin' motor, and it won't crank over because it's pushing on in the drive shaft. So we'll use like a really thin shim. I'll show you one. We usually use these ones. They're like 20 to 30 thousandths thick, and you know, we'll put that right on the stud right there. If we have to, we'll trim it off, depending if it gets in the way of anything. But basically, that's what you need around there with this one. Okay. In most cases, when you're installing your pump and you put your pump on, you tighten it up and you go hit the key, and now all of a sudden it doesn't want to crank over. It's because if you're using an SBT one, it's because the dang thing is too short. And the WSM ones, I haven't liked those ones either, okay? But this is the best fix I found with the friggin' SBTs, is doing this number right here. So using this, I don't know if anybody else has had that problem, but we sure have. So anyways, beware of buying these friggin' wear rings. You should take your impeller before you install the wear ring and set it inside of there, and it should be real close like that. It should be like a perfect fit. You know, it barely even moves when you wiggle it, as, you know, opposed to this guy. You know what I mean? There's so much space in there, it's ridiculous. So anyways, just a PSA. Thanks for watching.